Morning to you. It's Monday the 13th of May 2019. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you a very sunny Lincolnshire in the Chapel Hill Marina. Beautiful day yesterday, wasn't it? As indeed it's going to be today and the rest of the week. The nice weather, it's winter's but it was such a nice day yesterday, and I thought I've got lots to do today. That's why there was no show yesterday. I got up around about 9 o'clock yesterday after a decent trip up here to Lincolnshire, and I wanted to do some more with my pots outside, you know, like around the caravan. I've got it's like a garden area, but there's no lawn. I mean, there's some wonderful little gardens on the caravan site I'm on. It's all very individual, okay? No caravan looks the same. There's old ones, there's new ones, and there's some of the gardens that the people have done here are just beautiful. Oh, and I've got a new neighbour as well, not the one next to me, kind of to the side and back a little bit. So I met him yesterday. He's a nice bloke. He was talking about a lot of us have got wooden verandas, and some, including this one, we've got fake grass on top of it. And it was here before I got here, and he was saying he was thinking about putting the fake grass, and I said I'd got some as well, but I had seen a few. There's a static caravan Facebook group which I'm on, and I've seen a few people advising against it because they reckon it holds the water in, you see, and then that gets down to the wood and it doesn't evaporate because the fake grass is on top. But I have to say, I mean, the wood around my caravan looks pretty stable to me. My foot hasn't gone through yet anyway. Hopefully when it does, there'll be a camera rolling, so I'll be able to show you. So a lovely day yesterday, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Let's just do some of your messages this morning. First message of the day goes to YouTube viewer, the lovely Joanna, who's obviously here early on, just in case she misses any of my singing, aren't you, Joanna? Joanna is a big fan of my singing, I promise you. Good morning to you, Joanna. Claire's there. Good morning, lovely Claire. All right, my darling, you've just been on holiday as well, haven't you? Paul and Lou want to say, what kept you? I've been here for ages. Well, I like to keep you guessing. Shows can appear at any time, you know that. Always make sure you have that notifications thing set on there. All right. Claire, why is Chris in Lincoln on a Monday? Ah, there we look. You're asking why I'm in Lincoln on a Monday. I'm off on holiday today. Yeah, not far from here, actually. It's only about 45 minutes to an hour from here, a place called Mablethorpe. I'm going on holiday with my nephew, Gary, and his wife and their family. That's Stacey, his wife, and there's a great niece, Olivia, great niece, Evie, and great nephew, Harry. And we're going to have a good time up in Mablethorpe at the Haven holiday up there. So looking forward to that, which means there'll be no live shows this week. After today, won't be any live shows. Probably one or two recorded ones, but no live ones. All right, my darlings. Over on Facebook Live, let's just see. Now, we missed the first few messages there. Michael Pullman in Australia, good morning to you, sir. I gather someone's found a really old coin in Australia. Did I bring up the news story? No, I didn't. I didn't stick it there. No, it's not there. I gather someone's found a really old coin in Australia, which means the first settlers weren't British, but they were from Tasmania? How do you say that? Tasmania or somewhere like that. Some old coin. Do you know about that story at all, Michael? I should have brought that up on the system, but there we are. I haven't done it. Scrolling back rapidly there. There's Michael Pullman. Diane Jebb is in the house. Good morning, Diane. Mr. Gregorian, good morning. Wayne Martin's there. Is covering for me at the karaoke tonight. Good morning, Wayne. Katie Ann Patterson, a very good morning to you. Michael Lawrence in the house. Morning, Michael. Musa, good morning, Musa. Hello to you, sir. Katie Ann Patterson, hello, Michael. Mike Rees-Ponto is there over on Facebook Live. Good morning, Gary. Gary, Mike's partner here. Is my message coming through? Okay, let's swap over back to the message system. Yes, it is. Gary Rees-Ponto, morning, Chris. Mike's partner here. Is my message coming through in the right place? Yes, it is, but not Mike's. I've actually had to fire up a second message thing on there, which it can see the same messages that you can see, yeah? on the right-hand side, I've got like a little chat box where all the messages are supposed to come together. But we can't fathom out why Mike's messages do not come up in there, and indeed they haven't yours. They haven't today. Yours has, and his should be directly above that. It looks like you sent it roughly at the same time. His is not there. Isn't that weird? I don't get that at all. I've even tried unfriending him and refriending him to see if that cures the problem, but I don't know. Must be the settings somewhere. No idea what that is. Morning to Adam the plumber. Kevin Webster. Good morning, Kevin. Back in the house. Ray Reynolds is there. Hi, Ray. He'll be down at the karaoke tonight. John Aitken, morning. Just had my protein shake. Ready for my first gym session with a trainer. Protein shake. Oh, just have a decent breakfast. All those shakes, it's all just full of chemicals, isn't it? Those things. Those powdered... I mean, they look absolutely vile. Oh, no, dear. You've got to have something substantial. Have a nice English breakfast. You don't have to do it with loads of oil and all that. That's where the calories come from, not the food, the oil. You go to any Slimmers World thing, one of the things you can have every day is a full English breakfast. Tomatoes, baked beans, lean sausages if you want, if you're a dead animal eater, lean bacon, eggs. But you don't do it in oil, you do it with that spray stuff, and that works fine. No problem at all, you see. That's what you've got to do. Good morning to... oh, it's not a message. I'm sorry, I thought there was a text message just coming through there. Morning to Tony Power. Morning, young Tony. Morning. Adam says, I totally agree with you, Chris. It's important to have staple wood to avoid any... What? Staple wood. Try that again, Adam. Staple... What the hell is staple wood? Staple wood. Good morning, LaBelle. A very good morning to LaBelle in New York this morning. Thomas H. Over there. Everyone's here this morning. Aren't you busy today? Thomas H is there on Vaughan Live. Good morning. Claire's been to Mablethorpe, stayed a bit further along the coast a few years ago in a holiday cottage. Oh, yeah, holiday cottages. Yeah, when I was a child, my mum and dad used to hire one of those, a holiday cottage. What we do, we'd have 2 weeks holiday. 1 week of that would be in Pontins. We'd go to Pontins holiday, and they were fantastic at the time. I gather from various newspapers and television programmes and indeed YouTube videos, I gather over the sort of more recent years, they've kind of let them go a bit, and there's a lot of complaints about the cleanliness and general wear and tear at Pontins holiday centres. But we used to have a fantastic time in the 1970s at Pontins. Really good. I always wanted to be a blue coat. I wanted to be a blue coat, and I never did it. I kind of lost that idea, you know, as I got older. And then as I got older again, I thought, oh, I might like to do that. But when it came back into my head, I was DJing 7 nights a week. And one afternoon, I was doing 8 sessions of sessions of DJing a week. And you'd have to, in sort of 5 or 6 different venues, and you'd kind of have to give up 6 jobs for one at much less money, and money-wise, it just wouldn't be worth it. They get very little wages, those Pontins blue coats, and indeed the Butlins red coats. But of course, it can be a springboard for something else. A lot of the great television stars. I think Freddie Starr, wasn't he a red coat who we lost last week? I think Freddie Starr, there was a lot of people on the telly, 70s and 80s, who had been Butlins red coats or Pontins blue coats, and then went on to become singers or entertainers. They were great holidays. And then after the Pontins holiday, you see, my dad would have hired a bungalow or a cottage somewhere. We went all over, you know, Devon, Cornwall, Isle of Wight. I remember one in particular, the Isle of Wight Apple View Cottage, it was called. Apple View, that was it. And I remember going along these walks, sort of early evening walks down narrow lanes, because of course we weren't from the country. We were from London, Roehampton, which was quite green and nice back then. I'm sure I know it still is now. It's not too bad there. And we'd go for these long walks, sort of in the evening, with narrow lanes, and you have to go in the direction of the opposite direction to the cars so that they can see you. Oh yeah. What else do I remember? I remember going to Allen Bay on the Isle of Wight and collecting the sand, which you're not allowed to do. It's illegal. You're not allowed to collect sand on the Isle of Wight. You can buy little test tubes of sand. The reason being that in this particular place, Allen Bay, there was all these different coloured sands. Red, yellow, I think it was blue as well. And I used to get down there with a bucket and collect all this sand and carefully carry it in the bucket so that it wouldn't mix up. But it always did. And you get to the top and it had all mixed up anyway, so you had to chuck it away. You could go in little shops in Allen Bay and buy test tubes of sand, and they'd separated out the colours. Ever so pretty. Yeah, wonderful holidays, hiring little bungalows and cottages, things like that. Good morning to Joseph. Good morning. Was just seeing how many CDs I've got. Over 1,000 CDs. Is that right, Joseph? I haven't got any CDs or records now. I say none. There's a few here and there, but I actually dumped all my vinyl. No, I didn't. No, I gave it to someone. Who did I give? I gave it to my friend Justin. Justin, who runs a pub, and a lot of CDs, but the rest of them I just dumped. Techno records, chucked them all away. Couldn't be done with them anymore, and I MP3'd what I wanted. So, I mean, you know, I can carry around thousands of CDs and tunes now on a laptop. It's fantastic, really, what you can do, isn't it? And even those little things that you plug in the memory sticks. Thousands of records on one of those, and yet they never weigh any heavier, do they? How strange and mysterious is that? Morning to Jay. Sorry to disappoint you there, Thomas. No live shows this week. Good morning to Info Dude. The Phantom is in the house. Hello to Jay Wright. Good morning, Jay. Nice to see you there. Ross, Phillip Vernon in the house. Happy Eurovision week, Tony says. And good luck to the UK. They will need it. They're not going to win, dear. The song is dreary and depressing and badly performed, if you ask me. It's awful. It's awful. He's got completely the wrong look for Eurovision. Don't do it for me at all. It's not going to win there. We'll probably get a 0 point again. I wouldn't be surprised. Tony's tipping Greece to win the Eurovision this year. All right, there we are. John misses his scrambled egg with bacon. You can have scrambled egg and bacon. Just don't do it in oil and fat. Spray light, you can have that. Honestly, you won't put any weight on with that. Joseph says, perhaps I should take up being a DJ. Bit late now, love, innit? In your 50s, aren't you? Or 40s? You've got to do it when you're young, dear. And once you've come out of it, that's it. You won't be able to get back in. You've got the wrong look now. I look too old to be a DJ. That's why I'm an international television personality and presenter. That's why, Joseph. I've moved on, you see. Was club DJ, now international television celebrity. That's me. I have to move on, Jones. What have you moved on to? You know, tell me. Do tell me. John, dead pig, as you call it. Absolutely, yeah. Claire was a Butlins child who used to love them. Minehead and Bognor spring to mind. I think they're still there, aren't they, Claire? There's one up the road in Skegness. Getting a day pass for one of those places apparently is really expensive, my nephew was saying. You want to sort of, you know, just get a day ticket and go into Butlins for the day. That's quite an expensive thing to do. I don't know how expensive. I never really looked up the price of such a thing. But we've got it all at Haven Holiday. We've got caravans instead of chalets, I suppose. Paul and Lou went to Butlins and Pontins as a kid. I loved it. We only did Pontins. We never did Butlins. I don't know why. We always did Pontins. And I think one year we went to Warner's. Possibly on the Isle of Wight. Yeah. All right. Mr. Gregorian, as the UK's founding member of the European Broadcasting Union, when we leave the EU, we won't be allowed to take part in the Eurovision unless we pay lots of pounds, just like in Australia. Well, we do. Did you not know that? We do. We pay a fortune for the Eurovision. There are the big 5 countries. It's us, France, Germany. Oh, I don't know what the other 2 countries are. Us, France and Germany. There's another 2 countries which pick up the main part of the bill, I gather. Don't quote me on this, but I gather there's 5 countries. We are one of them, and we pay more than anyone else into the contest because we got the cash. People keep forgetting that. We've got the cash. We got the cash. And so that's why we're in it. That's why we don't have to take part in any of the semi-finals. That's why, you see. What's your favourite Eurovision song? Mine was Gina G, Ooh Ah, Just a Little Bit. Oh, well, I've got a few favourites. there was an Israeli song which didn't get very far at all, called "Light a Candle." Do you remember that one? Are you ready, Joanna? Light a candle with me. 1,000 candles in the dark will open our heart. I love that one. I love that one. And there was another one the same year, I think, called "Tell Me Why." Tell me why it's hard to say goodbye. War isn't only a foolish time. I can't remember who done that. It might have been Malta or Romania, somewhere like that. Yeah. A really old one, "Sing Little Birdie," which I do at karaoke. There's a bird on a branch, on a branch, on a tree. Oh, I've got lots of favourites. There's no particular one favourite that I've got. "Wonderful Dream," Anne-Marie David. You and I, we have a dream to fly. Wonderful dream, beautiful dream. Don't let it die. Do you know that one? No? Oh, okay. Please yourselves. Loads. I've got loads of favourites. Armenia will win this year's Eurovision. I don't listen to the songs. I don't listen to the songs. Jay, I've got my house is in Bracknell in Berkshire, but this morning I'm in my caravan, which is in Lincolnshire. That's where I am. Where are you, Jay? Whereabouts are you, sir? Claire was at Hearts Holiday Park, Sheppey, last week. Wonderful staff and had a really good time. Yeah, the staff make a difference as well, don't they? You can't have miserable staff, otherwise it just doesn't work, does it? Good to have happy staff. Thomas has to look into being a DJ. How old are you, Thomas? I think you need to be below 30 if you're going to start doing that. Are you below 30? Do let us know. Joseph is 52. I think you've missed it, Joseph. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry to have to tell you. I think it'd be very difficult for you to become a DJ now. Very difficult, dear. Should have done it all those years ago, my love. It's about £26 for a Butlins Day Pass now, which is all right. Thank you, Claire. Which is all right if you're a person on your own, I suppose. You've got a family, that's 100 quid. That's an awful lot of money for a day out. Isn't it 100 quid, or is it? See, I think my mind is stuck into old money, into the past, where £26 would have actually bought you a whole week in Butlins, wouldn't it? All those years ago. Holiday on the Buses, yes indeed, was filmed at Pontin's Prestatyn. It was on at the weekend. It's great, that is. I must have seen it 50 times. Never get tired of the film. On the Buses, excellent TV series. I've got a set of DVDs at home. You often find it on one of those sort of gold channels or something like that. Joanna reckons it's too early to sing. It's never too early to sing, Joanna. Save your kisses for me. Save all your kisses for me. I love that song. I love that. I do that at a karaoke, which I must do and dedicate it to you in future. Tony's written singles for 4 former winner artists of Eurovision. I would need to be careful which is my favourite song. It's Anne-Marie David. There you go. My good friend and her song Wonderful Dream. Yeah, it's one of my favourites. I do that one, Tony, in English. I don't do it in foreign. Someone was doing a foreign song this week at the karaoke. I can't remember who it was now. Let's have a look. Katie's watching on her phone this morning. I'm really tiny. I'm a very small person, actually. I'm only about 5'7", something like that. Something like that. Thomas isn't below 30 years old, which means, I'm afraid, Thomas, you won't be able to be a DJ either. Okay? Let's just scroll up here. There's our mate Jay. All right, Jay, I see you there. I just check on the other systems so that I'm not missing things out there, because people get very upset when they get their messages missed out. There's LaBelle. I said hello to you, LaBelle, didn't I? And Ray Reynolds. Have I got that far up? Yeah, we got that far up, haven't we? Oh, let's have a look. Anne-Marie is on my charity album. Yeah, he's got a charity album going out, Tony, as well. He'll post a link on there, I'm sure, in a second, and you can click on there if you want to. I used to go to the snooker week. Oh, yes, at Pontins, of course. Ray Reardon, wasn't it? Ray Reardon. The amount of people that used to come up to my dad and say, are you related to Ray? And my dad would go down there. What they'd have is an afternoon. Usually, I think that happened in the afternoon. And Ray Reardon would turn up at Pontins, and you could go, because he was a very famous snooker player, Ray Reardon. Very famous. Diggy Loo, Diggy Lay! Oh! jiggy lay, life is going my way when I'm putting on my golden shoes. Oh, they were happy Eurovision songs. I'm gonna say I'm not one for the depressing ones. But you see, as I've said before, it's the same with karaoke. There are depressing songs that are sang depressingly, but there are also great ballads that are not sound depressingly. Now, you could argue if it's sung badly, Rise Like a Phoenix would be a depressing song. But sung properly, it's really good. Really good. I won 450 quid on that. As soon as I heard it, I thought that's the winner. And I went and put 100 quid on it, which was a bit of a risk. And I got 450 back. That's not bad, is it, eh? Not bad at all, that. So, yesterday, as I say, I got around about 9 o'clock, met my new neighbour there, and I thought I want to get some more stuff for the garden. So I got in my car and went down to B&Q. I bought another 9 bags of earth. Oh, yeah, 50-litre bag. You see, the thing is, the nine bags of 50, I think they're 50 or 60 litres of earth in there. Now, you can carry those. And I think it was 3 bags for £11, which wasn't bad. So you got 150 litres of earth for £3. You can get one big bag, which I think is 120 litres for £7.50, which is, I don't know, probably about £1 cheaper. You can't lift the damn things, you know. And it's all very well. You can say it at B&Q, you know. They always offer. They saw these 9 bags of earth. They said, "Do you want someone to help you carry them to the car?" I said, "No, I'll be all right with these." But the 120 bag, I can't lift it. I can't lift it. Not only is it heavy, of course, you've got the bulk there as well, and it's just not worth it trying to save the extra £1. I was talking to Ray Reynolds actually yesterday on the phone, and I think he got some help to his car with him. But it's all very well, you know. Down at the other end, you've got to get the damn thing out again, haven't you? So I was better off buying the smaller bags of earth. So I bought 9 of those, loaded them in the car, and I bought a few. Oh, I found the smelling lilies. The thing is with lilies, there are certain ones that have got the most beautiful smell, and they're kind of pink with like a white outline around the petal. So I bought, none of them are in flower yet, of course. So I bought, they were very good value actually. I think there were about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There was either 6 or 8 in a little carry handle thing. 6 of them, and that was only 7 quid, which I thought was very good value. So I bought 2 of those, and I bought, what else did I buy? I bought something else as well. Oh, I can't remember what the other thing was now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, dahlias. I bought some dahlias as well. They were slightly in flower. And very nice in B&Q. I've always found them very helpful in there. They got young staff and they got older staff, and they all seem to be pretty helpful in there. The only thing is they don't take American Express in there, so I don't get my money back. I get like, I don't know, 0.5% back in December for the whole year, which is nice. You know, you get 50 or 60 quid for doing nothing, basically. So they don't take American Express there. But so you go through the tills, you come out. It was quite busy around sort of in Boston yesterday. Boston B&Q I went to. Came back here and put all my plants in. Nice and busy. It's a lovely thing to do on a really sunny day. And it was beautiful out there. Changed into my shorts. I mean, the whole of the caravan site just came over to see me in my shorts. I do look good. I do look good in my shorts. Oh, I spent ages staring at myself in front of the mirror. I did. Put the plants in. I bought a hose as well. It's like a coiled spring hose, so you can just pull it and it just springs back into place. So I've watered all the plants several times, and I'll do them again today because I think we've got a dry week coming up. I don't think there's going to be any rain at all this week. And that was it. Got some cheap petrol on the way back. There's a couple of cheap petrol stations around here, much cheaper than down south. 124.8 I paid at the Apple. Yeah, that's right, Apple petrol station near Boston, just over a little bridge it is. Asda are also very good with the petrol. There's a Tesco around there, and I was so pleased. I filled up with the Apple petrol, 124.8, and I went past I hope it's not cheaper in Tesco's. 126.8, so very happy about that, to have gone past the place where it's dearer. And that was my morning, really. I got the paint. I had in my bedroom where the walls are painted blue. When I got the new bed, I kind of scuffed up the walls a little bit, undoing the old bed, which was a frame bed. It was a bloody nightmare. It was. The mattress sat in the frame, so when you wanted to make the bed, you had to pick up the mattress and push it under like that, rather than just slide it over in a normal like divan bed. So I got rid of that. When I was taking it apart, I kind of scratched up a little bit of the wall. So I got the blue paint out and painted that, dripping the paint onto the table, as I knew I would do, because I'm not a decorator. Please do not ask me to decorate. So I painted those, and it was only water-based paint, and within a couple of hours it was dry, and it had perfectly matched the blue on there. I was a bit worried about that, because that other blue had been on there nearly a year, and sometimes it fades a bit, doesn't it? And you're kind of trying to patch it up a bit, and it looks dreadful. It's obvious, but you can't see it. So I'm very pleased about that. Chris Reardon, DIY expert. You know, if you want any DIY done, you come and let me know, boys and girls. Don't be shy. All right? Don't be shy. Don't forget you can text in if you want to, gang. 07551 259 675. If you find your messages aren't getting through, try the text in, and that should work there as well. And that was my morning. Lovely, lovely morning. I then went over to my sister's for lunch. She did me a lovely lunch. My nephew was there, Gary, that's who I'm going on holiday with today, and great nephew Harry and great niece Evie were there. And I found a wooden magic wand, which was sitting on a shelf above the table. And I thought, whose is that? And Evie was very quick to tell me it's Emily's. Emily is my other great niece. She lives in Cyprus at the moment. They're all living in Cyprus at the moment. So I picked up this magic wand and started magicking things for them. You know, I'm going to magic you. And then I gave it to the kids. And then they magicked me to do things. Okay, Chris, be happy. And I was happy. Chris, be angry. And I was chasing them around the living room. They like being chased. I don't know why. Why do children like being chased? And then we went out into the garden. I attempted to play football with Harry. I'm not very good at that. When I kick the ball, it just goes to the left and in the bushes with the dog dirt, unfortunately. And Harry went, oh, it's all dog poo round here. I said, well, just leave it then. Leave it. I can't kick a ball straight. That's why I never played football at school. And then I think we had the dinner. My sister done a lovely toad in the hole, actually. It was really, really nice. And then I was getting drowsy then. I'd had an antihistamine. I always try and have an antihistamine if I'm going round to my sister's, because her dogs give me really, really bad asthma. It's the only place I get it. Unfortunately, I'd had one of the drowsy things. Like, oh, do you know, I feel quite tired now. I mean, it was nearly my afternoon nap time anyway, but I felt drowsy as well as tired. So I came back here and went to sleep. I ended up sleeping about 2.5 hours in the end. It must have been the tablet. I must have those drowsy ones. Woke up again about 7 o'clock, and my sister and her husband came round. We watched a bit of telly, had a cup of tea, and then we went down and had a walk along the river, which was absolutely delightful. There was no one. There was no one there. We started walking probably around about 10 to 8, something like that, along this river. And at the end of this, it's a public footpath along the end along the river. No, not a soul around. No one around. The sun was going down. Oh, it was beautiful. And then at the end of the path, before the path carries on, there's like a gate. And then you're going along a field. It's still a public footpath. You're allowed in there, but nevertheless, there's a gate. Well, at this gate, there's a herd of cows. Not just one, a herd of cows. A load of them. Now, I did do a little video of this, but unfortunately, I've not had time to upload it to the system. Okay? I'll try and include it in a video next week. I'm hoping to be able to do a couple of recorded videos next week. There won't be any live ones, and they will be uploaded both to Facebook and YouTube as well. Okay? So that's where you'll find those two. I'll put the cows on there for you. And really, we got up to the fence and the cows were there and they're looking at us and we're looking at them. There's a bit of mooing going on. Moo! Oh, not loud! And eventually, 2 of them came right over to the gate. And they got the most beautiful eyes, lovely long eyelashes and all that. I think I'd like to marry a cow. I really would. I'd love to marry a cow. Moo, it was going. We weren't quite sure whether they didn't like us or not. Is that mooing? Does it mean go away? That's the question. And I'm pretty sure they don't eat people, cows. But I quickly, while they were coming over to us, I got a little bit concerned. And I did look it up on Google. And apparently you can be trampled by cows. Did you know that? Oh, yes. And they're big things, dear. You don't want to be underneath a cow when it falls down on you. I was very concerned. So we kept the gate between us. And they came over. They didn't come over close enough for us to pat them or anything like that. And we don't really know if they like that. You know, some animals might not like being stroked. I'm sure some of you have got a cat at home. You know, 1 minute my nephew's got 2 cats. They're just weird cats he's got. One of them, if you give it attention and you don't stroke it, it will bite you until you start stroking it. And if you stop stroking it, it bites you again. And the other one is quite happy. It comes on your lap and you stroke, and all of a sudden it'll turn on you and start biting. So you can just about get away with a cat, not a cow. You could be patting it and suddenly it tramples all the way over you. Very frightening, really. Do cows attack? That is the question. Moo! It's so loud. And we came walking back. As we walked back, I saw as I say, the sun was setting. It was all like orange and it had gone down just below the horizon. So beautiful. Came up to the caravan, watched a little bit more telly. I think we had a cup of tea. My sister brought me around rhubarb and apple crumble that she'd made for lunch. But honestly, the dinner was so big I couldn't have the pudding. So I had that, and that was lovely. Rhubarb and apple. Was it apple? Or might have just been rhubarb. But it was delicious, whatever it was. She can do cooking, my sister. Oh yes, she can do cooking. Don't you worry about that. So I had that, and then shortly after that they went. What did I do then? I think I was just doing some updates on the computer or something like that. And then watched a little bit of telly and I went to bed about 11:30. Lovely, lovely. When I think like it must be about 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago now, I used to DJ at a place in Clapham on Sunday nights, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. And I used to get so tired at that one. So tired. And, you know, I would get back at like 3 in the morning. Now, Sunday night, go to bed 11:30. Thank you very much. Very happy with that. People say, do you miss the DJing? Because I did DJ for many, many years, like 30 odd years I DJ'd for. Do I miss it? No. Not really. I don't miss it. I remember the wonderful nights that I had DJing, and there's something very special about being able to play music and people are dancing to what you've got on. And the people that come up and speak to you and want to snog you, you know, tongues and everything. But do I miss doing that? Do I miss working until 3 o'clock in the morning? No, I don't. Isn't it weird? And another one of my friends, it's actually more Ray Reynolds' friend than me, Norman Scott, who was a big-time DJ at Heaven and many, many other places in London. And he has, let me tell you, he has met everyone. Oh, yes, the Beatles, Diana Ross, he's met them all. He has met everyone, Norman Scott. And I spoke to him a couple of months ago, I suppose, about that. I said, do you miss the DJ? And he says, no, not at all. Don't miss it. Isn't that weird? It's weird that you don't miss something like that you've done for years and years. But it's just one of those things, and I'm very happy to be going to bed at 11:30 on a Monday. Let me tell you that now. Let's go to some of your messages, gang. Let me just scroll back a bit there. Paul and Lou used to go to snooker week there, yes, at Pontins. Of course, they had the snooker weeks that I mentioned a little while ago, with as well as Ray Reardon, many other people, many other snooker players. There was a friend of mine used to enter. It's all the old pros used to go there. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It was great. Absolutely great. Claire, all the snooker pros were at Prestatyn. It was a great week. My dad played many of them because you could go and play with them. Not like that. You could go and play snooker. So Ray Reardon would turn up at the Pontins, whatever one he was at, and then he'd say, does anyone want to have a game? And you could play. I mean, you were never going to win. You know that, though. But, you know, for you, it would be like, to me, it would be like me at a Barry Manilow concert and Barry saying, Chris, come and sing with me. Oh, my God. How fantastic would that be? And he'd get up onto the stage and sing with my entertaining idol, Barry Manilow. Wow. I mean, if Cheryl Cole would say to me, you know, do you want to come up and sing with me? I said, well, you don't sing live. I'm not going to sing live with you, my love. She had a terrified look on her face the other day, Cheryl Cole. Yeah, someone tried to hand her a live microphone. She ran. Who's doing the karaoke tonight? It's Wayne tonight, Claire. Wayne is doing it tonight. Good morning to Weird City Citizen over there on YouTube. Welcome along to you. I bet Ray Reynolds never met Linda Gray though. Ah, Linda Gray from Dallas. Oh wow, that won't come on again. That's finished now. Dallas completely finished. That'll never come on again because of course two of the main stars have died. Lost Larry Hackman, of course, was the big one, but the other guy, Ken Kercheval, died as well, didn't he? Who played Cliff Barnes. That was that last week or the week before? Yeah, great programs. I'm just swapping over onto the other screen. Mike, sat here at the train in the station in Torremolinos, off to visit Malaga for the day. I don't know Malaga. I've never been to Torremolinos or Malaga, Mike. I'm sure they're nice places. I'm sure they're wonderful places, but I've never been. Tony Power's favourite Eurovision, one of his favourite Eurovision songs, Take Me to Your Heaven from Sweden many moons ago. That was a good one, Tony. Good song. John Aitken loved both of Johnny Logan's Winnie songs. Oh yeah, What's Another Year and Hold Me Now. Hold Me Now. And who was the other Irish girl? Linda Martin. Something about eyes. In your eyes. That one. Da 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 da. Great ballads, sung very well. Not depressing. If they're sung very well. Have you tried the new Ben Sherman shirt on yet? No, not yet, Adam. That's at home. That's at home, so I won't be able to try that this week. Wayne says, cows sleep standing up. Well, I think we know that, Wayne. We've seen you performing, dear. You walked into that. Can I blow my nose? Oh, I haven't got tissue. Yes, I have. Do you mind if I blow my nose? Wayne? We've all seen you sleeping when you're standing up there at work, dear. Try and be a little more engaging with your customers, dear, if you don't mind. John says, I've had many cows on top of me. That's why I'm gay. Yeah, LaBelle is telling us here, cows can trample you if you aggravate them enough. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't suppose we were aggravating them at all. We were talking to them nicely, but my sister thought it was a great idea to record the mooing sound and then play it back to the cows. Well, that got their interest. I don't think they liked that. She's sitting there and she kept playing this bloody video of the cows moo, moo all the time. So loud, so loud. Good morning to Adrian. Have I missed anything? Game of Thrones. I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't really even know what it's about, I'll be honest with you. Who's the Phantom? Wants to know Dr. SRS Gregorian. Don't know. I don't know who the Phantom is, sir. I've no idea who that is. Malkiles, you mean bulls, charge people. You want to keep away the ones with the horns. The ones with the horns, very dangerous. Thomas is laughing his head off. Adrian worked in pubs, clubs, etc. I don't miss the late nights. Did enjoy the atmosphere. How busy you always were. That was quite good, but definitely don't miss it. Just we might shut at 3 o'clock in the morning, but we never finished until maybe 5 or 6 later in the morning. Took me 3 years to get back to my normal time. Yes, of course, if you worked as a barman or a manager, you know, when I finished, if I finished at 3 o'clock, I could be in that car at a minute past. Right, that's it. My job is done. Record box closed, out the door. If you're a manager or bar staff, those doors close at 3 o'clock. Well, it's 20 minutes to get everyone else, and then to clean up the pub. You can be there till 4 or 5 in the morning. It's a long night. Pub and bar work is hard work. It really is for people who work sort of on the bar rather than the entertainers. I mean, we don't really do that much. Singers, they come in, sing for an hour, and then they go home again, you know. I never used to be like that either. We used to have the entertainers come in, drag queens. Great people. And they would come in, say if the show was 11 o'clock, as it was when I first started working at the Black Cat, which is closed now. If the show was at 11 o'clock, the drag acts would come in about 10 o'clock and mingle. They would mingle and walk around and talk to people, and they'd never have to buy a drink. People buying them drinks all the time. Then at the time, they'd come up into the dressing room, quick bit of makeup on, and on the stage they'd go, do their numbers. Show would finish, they'd come off the stage and then go back down into the audience and talk to people. That's how they used to do it. Nowadays, what happens nowadays is that they tend to come on, do the show, they go straight into the dressing room, come and do the show, and then they're gone again. They don't hang around. Smash and grab, I think it's called. LaBelle says it's not weird not to miss DJing. After all, you've seen it all in the club. I've seen everything, LaBelle. You would be surprised. Stuff I cannot talk about on here, but it involves whipping. Yeah, John says, I don't miss working in the bars and clubs. It's true. Weird City saw the size of that shirt last week. Who thinks I need a few months to grow into it? I think you're right there. Oh dear. Thomas says Linda Gray is a nice woman. She really is. Did you meet her by any chance, Thomas? She was wonderful, wonderful. Now let's just do a little test here. We got a test here. I've got a maths test for you. In the Daily Mirror this morning, we're just going to do the one story today, okay, Gam? Can you pass this test for 7-year-olds? Half the population will struggle. It says National Numeracy Day falls on the 15th of May this year. That's 2 days' time. And aims to help people feel more confident with numbers. Research conducted ahead of the occasion has found that half of adults in the UK have the numeracy skills of a child at primary school or worse. Now, I must be honest, I think I'm quite good with numbers. But when I say numbers, I mean, for example, money. I can probably tell you exactly how much is in the bank account, how much I spent yesterday. I can add, subtract. I can do stuff like that. But I think I can do basic maths. No more than that. No more than that. All this stuff I did try. Oh my God. Tried to learn at school, you know, with triangle things. What are those called? And protractors. That ruler thing. What's that ruler thing? I can't even remember what it's called now. Do you remember that ruler thing? It's like a slide ruler and you had all these numbers on it. I don't know what that's for. Algebra? No. Even percentages, I would struggle with percentages. I mean, I could tell you 10% of 100 is 10. 20% of 100 is 20. 10% of 200 is 20. I can tell you that. But 10% of, well, sort of, shall we say, what is 13% of 596? Can't do that. That involves a calculation, which I cannot do. A compass, Joanna? Well, that's not really maths, a compass, is it? That tells you where you're going. North, south. I can't even read one of those properly. I got lost. When I was in the Scouts, I used to get lost with the compass. I can't work it out. Not calipers. No, not calipers. It was a slide rule. That was it, a slide rule. I can't even remember what that slide rule was for. But anyway, the story says a third of us struggle to work out the right change during trips to the supermarket. Now, I have no problem with that. In fact, I often confuse the young girl or boy at the till with my skills at the supermarket. Example. The cost of something has come to £5.26. I give them a tenner. They type in 10 and open the till. It then tells them how much to give you. But then I say, oh, I've got the 26. But did I say £10.20? £5.26, yeah? £5.26. You give them a tenner. They've opened the till. It tells them how much money to give them. In the meantime, I then say, oh, it's all right. I've got the 26 pence. Which means they should give me £5 back. but they've already pressed the buttons. And the thing above there is telling them that they've got to give me back £4 and whatever it is, 70 something pence. Give them the 26 pence. That has completely confused them. They can't do it. I can do that. It says, if it sounds like something you've experienced, you might want to have a go at this short quiz. We're going to do this together. See how we get on, all right? Those who score 7 or more on the test are top half of the population. That's going to be you. I know it is. It will be you. Okay? Don't worry if you fall short, it says. So are you ready? LaBelle says, I wanted to know in maths class what to know how much was in my bank account. That's all you need to know. What do you mean you've been on the... Paul and Lou have been on the phone? How bloody rude are you? You should wait to take the calls until I finish my show, if you don't mind. LaBelle says, we here as American drag queens, it depends on the crowd and venue whether we stay and mingle or just leave after the show. Yes, I think almost everyone leaves once the show is finished now. Not many sort of hang around afterwards. Okay. Good morning to Alan Russell, who's going down to the karaoke. I'm not there tonight, Alan. You'll have young Wayne there tonight, okay? John's off to the gym. Have a lovely time there. Hope you've got a cute trainer there. Right, are you ready then? Here we go. Right, question 1. Have you got pen and paper, Andy, gang? Get yourself a pen and paper. Go on, quickly. Get yourself a pen and paper quickly, and we'll do this together. See how we get on. See who's cleverer, you or me. Good morning to JP, just joining us there. Morning, JP. Welcome to you, sir. Welcome, JP. Right, here we go then. Ready? Number 1, question. And it's multiple choice, you lucky things. Number 1, you have 50 light bulbs. How many are left when 4 packs of 2 are removed? Okay? Don't tell me your answer. Just I'll ask you your score at the end. But no need to type the answer in. We'll just do this together. Okay, good morning, Juan. Morning, Juan. All right, once again, question number 1. You have 50 light bulbs. How many are left when 4 packs of 2 are removed? Is the answer number 1, 42, 58, 48, or 46? Okay, so question 1, what is your answer? Don't type it in. Keep it to yourself. Do it on a bit of paper or on the side of a computer screen, and we'll see what you get at the end of it. This is in the Daily Mirror this morning. Question 2. The time is 12:51. I have been waiting since 12:30. How many minutes is that? All right. Question 2, the time is 12:51. I've been waiting since 12:30. How many minutes is that? Is it 6 minutes, 13 minutes, 19 minutes, or 21 minutes? Which is it? 12:51. Okay. All right. Question 3. Which of these planks of wood is the longest? All right. Number 3. Which of these planks of wood is the longest? Is it 1.7 metres, 1.27 metres, 172 centimetres, or 1,075 millimetres? Here it is again, number 3. Which of these planks of wood is the longest? Is it 1.7 metres, 1.27 metres, 172 centimetres, or 1,075 millimetres? Which is the longest? Okay. Don't forget, gang, no need to send your answers in. We'll just do a score up at the end. I'll give you all the answers at the end. Number 4. These are getting harder as they go along, aren't they? Have you noticed that? Number 4. If today is Tuesday, April the 14th, what is the date of the last Sunday April? Number 4, if today is Tuesday, April the 14th, what is the date of the last Sunday in April? Is it April the 27th, April the 26th, April the 28th, or April the 30th? So Tuesday, hang on. I'll have to get a bit of paper out for this one. 14, 15. Okay. I'm doing this with you. I've not got the answers yet, okay? I'm doing it all with you. Okay. Let's work that out again. Let me just work that out again. 14. Right, okay. Ready? Number 5. If a scarf costs £11.70 after a after a 10% reduction, what was the original price? Ready? If a scarf costs £11.70 after a 10% reduction, what was the original price? Was it £12.50, £13.25, £13.99, or £13? If a scarf costs £11.70 after a 10% reduction, what was the original price? Was it £12.50, £13.25, £13.99, or £13? What was it? God, that's hard for me. I think I'm going to have to guess that one. I'm going to guess that one. You're probably doing a calculation. You still can't do calculation. I don't know what the formula is. I don't know what the formula is, and even if I did, I'd found that very difficult. These are getting more difficult now. There's only another 3 to go. Okay, just in case it's not a long quiz. Number 7, rail tickets increased by 2% in year 1 and 5% in year 2. What was the overall increase over the 2 years? Was it 7%, 7.1%, 10%, or 10.7%? Okay. Number 7, rail tickets increased by 2% in year 1 and 5% in year 2. What was the overall increase over the last 2 years? Was it 7%, 7.1%, 10%, or 10.7%? Question 7. Oh, did I say no? That was that question 6. Have I missed one? Oh, you silly old fool! You've missed one. This is question 7. Okay, that's question 7 I've just given you there. I'll go back to 6 in a minute. I haven't done question 6 yet. Morning Perfection Audio. Let's go back to number 6. Ready? Mike's lunch contains 640 calories of energy. What percentage of this is his daily target intake of 2,000 calories? Is it 45%, 62%, 65%, or 32%? All right? Mike's lunch contains 640 calories of energy. What percentage is this of his target intake of 2,000 calories? Is it 45%, 62%, 65%, or 32%? Question 6. 640. What's half of that? Will be... and it's that. That's question 6, all right? You going, John? All right, bye. Number 8. A dose of medicine is made by diluting 1 part of concentrate to 5 parts of water. How much of the concentrate should be there in 150 milliliter dose of medicine? Once again, 8. A dose of medicine is made by diluting 1 part of concentrate to 5 parts of water. How much of the concentrate should be there in 150 milliliter dose of medicine? Is it 35%? Is it 35 milliliters? Is it 30 milliliters? Is it 25 milliliters? Or is it 20 milliliters? Any idea? Once again, a dose of medicine is made by diluting 1 part of concentrate to 5 parts of water. How much of the concentrate should be there in a 150 milliliter dose of medicine? Is it 35 milliliters? 30 milliliters? 25 milliliters? Or 20 milliliters? Question 8. 1 to 5, so that's... Oh. I have no idea that one. Dose of medicine is... I have no idea of that one. I can't answer that one. No need to me to lie to you. I have no idea on that one. Okay. Number 9. You buy a laptop that costs £899, including VAT at 20%. How much of that purchase price is VAT? You buy a laptop that costs £899, including VAT at 20%. How much of that purchase price is VAT? Is it £179.80? £89.80? Is it £125? Or is it none of these? Okay? So 20% of 899. What is that? Oh, okay. I think it's that one there. Let me work that out. Ooh, oh yeah. There's only one more question to go. How many of you are playing this anyway now? I don't know how many of you are playing this. And at number 10, a microwave oven costs £99, including VAT, which is charged at 20%. Another VAT one. What was the price before the VAT was added? A microwave costs £99, including VAT, at 20%. This should be easy. I can do this one. What was the price before the VAT was added? Was it £79.20? Was it £79? Was it £76? Or was it none of these? Now that's a little bit more difficult because you can't guess the answer to that. Sometimes if the numbers are really much higher or much lower, then you look, oh, it can't be that, can't be that, must be that. Process of elimination. I don't think you can do that with this. £99, 20%. Oh, it's... I'll go for that. There we are. Okay, you're still playing this, Paul and Lou. Weird City's playing it. There you go. All right. How did you get on? Going to give you the answers now. Oh, you can't see those. It's too bright, isn't it? Oh, no, yes, you can, just about. There's my answers. Okay? There's my answers. So let's see how we got on. Answer. Give yourself 1 point for each correct one. Number 1, 42. Did you get that? I got that. 42, number 1. Number 2, 21. Number 2, 21. I got that as well. Number 3, 172 centimetres. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. Number 3 was 172 centimetres. Number 4, April the 26th. I got that. April the 26th. I got that. Number 5, 13 pounds. 13 pounds. I didn't get that. 13 pounds. Number 6, 32%. 32%. I got that. 32%. Number 7, 7.1. I got that. 7.1. Number 7. Number 8, 25 millilitres. I didn't put an answer for that. I couldn't work it out. Okay? Number 8, 25 millilitres. Number 9, the answer was none of these. I put £179.80. That was incorrect. And number 10 was also none of these. So I put 79, so I didn't get that either. How did you do with the scores? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 10. That's crap, innit? 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. What did you get? Your total scores there, boys and girls. Give us your total scores at the end of that. I got 5. It says if I score between 3 and 6, not bad at all, but you could probably do with some brushing up on your skills a little. So I'm happy about that. Paul and Lou, congratulations. 7. Very good indeed, Paul and Lou. I'm impressed by you. You may have to take over my financial advice now, you two. All right? Claire got 7 out of 10. I'm not surprised, Claire. I'm not surprised at all. I knew you'd get a high score, Claire. So it says if you got 7 to 10, nice work. It looks like you got the basics covered. Congratulations, Claire. Oh, yes. Just put your full score on there. Weird City Citizen got 6 out of 10. That's not bad as well. But you're in the same category as me, you see. I got 5, and between 3 and 6, that means you're not bad at all. But you could do with brushing up on your skills. I'll meet you at college. Shall I meet you at college? Thomas says, methinks your test answers are incorrect. Nice one, Thomas. Paul and Lou say it must be I must be rubbish at VAT. Yeah, absolutely. Joanna got 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Congratulations, Joanna. John got 10. Congratulations, John. Very good. Very good, John. Michael got 7. Well done, Michael. Adrian Richardson. Morning, Adrian. Got 7 there. Excellent. Excellent. Weird City says, oh, that's good. Well done, Joanna. The prize is a song from me. Thomas got 6. It's not bad. Thomas is still more than... Well, it looks like I got the lowest score, doesn't it? LaBelle says you look cute in shorts. Where did that come from? Oh, dear. That's excellent. That's excellent. Well, congratulations, everyone, on your very high scores. Commiserations to the people with low scores, i.e. me. And Katie got 6. Congratulations, Katie. Katie got 6 there. All right. Okay, gang. Let's do today's birthdays. Well, I'll do yesterday's birthdays as well because we weren't here yesterday. Happy birthday today to Caren Brunton. Good morning, Caren. All right, Caren Brunton's birthday today. Morning, Caren. Happy birthday to you. Karen Poe. Karen Poe is another Karen there. Happy birthday to you. Spencer Charles today is 42 years old today. Good morning, my friend. Happy birthday to Spencer. Trefor Squire. Happy birthday to you. on this Monday, the 13th of May. Della Jackson, morning Della, a young 44 years old today. Happy birthday, Della. Malcom Page, today is 48 years old. Stephen Hall is there. Good morning, Stephen, 21 years old today. C. Alan Golden. C. Alan Golden, it's his birthday today as well. Happy birthday for you all today on this Monday, the 13th of May. Yesterday's birthday, so that's Sunday, the 12th of May, was Dave Williams. Good morning, young Dave. Morning, young Dave. I wonder if we'll ever work together again. Happy birthday to you, Dave Williams. Jacquii Caren, who's a lovely, lovely person. She's a singer. She's been on Stars in Her Eyes on London weekend when it was around. Happy birthday to you, Jacquii Caren, for yesterday, and doing fantastically. I see you're doing some weight loss. I don't know if you're doing Slimming World or something like that, but she's doing really well on that. Congratulations, Jacquii. Not an easy thing. I've done it myself. Once you get into it, it's fairly easy. But you see, I came off it, and yeah, it's gone a bit wrong again. But there we go. One of those things. Good morning to David Ramard. Happy birthday to you for yesterday. Paul Adamson, he was 52 yesterday. Shaun Christopher Smith was 32 yesterday. Kevin Huff, morning Kevin, long time no see, 42 years old today, aren't you, Kevin? Happy birthday to you, sir. Hope you're very happy with your life. You look happy in your pictures. Happy birthday, Kevin. Merp London was 59 years old yesterday. Sinclair, morning Sinclair. Sinclair Cameron, 37 today. You always seem to be on holiday in a pair of shorts. I've noticed that. Jacquii Union, good morning, Jacquii. Hello, John. Happy birthday for yesterday. Mike Cooper was his birthday yesterday. It was a lot yesterday. Phillip Della, Nathan Maya Jeb, morning. Billy Redgrave, Redgrave yesterday was 29 years old. Kevin Warrillow, it was his birthday yesterday. Owen Williams, 40 years old today. Hang on a minute, I think you're the same as the one at the top there, aren't you? Hang on a minute. Dave, aren't you the same as Dave? I'm sure they're the same as Dave. Dave and Owen is the same. I don't know why you've got two names. I'm not quite sure. You must tell me why you've got two names. Yakai Lin was 36 years old yesterday. Aabdur Rahman, his birthday yesterday. And Mandy Lester yesterday was 43 years old. So happy birthday to you all, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you all. Have a lovely time on your birthdays, all right? Thanks, Thomas. Thomas says, fun show today. Have a fantastic day. Thank you very much. Peter Lake, good morning to Peter, who says it's a beautiful morning in Woodhall Spa. Got lots of gardening to do today. Say hello to Bernie and Danny Lake from Peter in Woodhall Spa. And that's where I'll leave you today, boys and girls. As I say, you won't have any more live shows this week. Certainly not through. It may be. It actually might be next Monday before the next live show, because I'll be on holiday. Friday, I won't be back here till late, so can't do Friday. Saturday can be a funny day anyway. And Sunday, I'm organ playing this Sunday, so I might not be able to do Sunday either. It might be next Monday, your next live show, but I'll probably be a couple of recorded shows. You'll be able to find those either on my Facebook wall, facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK, or Paul Joanna's ears are bleeding as usual, or find them on my YouTube, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Just right at the end of there is George. Good morning, George Ramsey, who says a happy Monday to you from a glorious sunny Benidorm. Hope all is well with you and yours. It certainly is. Have a lovely week, boys and girls. Hopefully you can join us for a couple of the recorded shows, perhaps. If not, I'll see you again live at Television Centre in Bracknell next Monday morning. Thanks for joining us. Cheerio now.